So today, we're diving into a framework that can totally change the quality of your conversations. I mean, it can take them from just a simple back and forth to something that's, well, genuinely transformative. Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah, we've all been there, right? You're talking, the words are coming out, but you can practically see the other person just waiting for you to take a breath so they can jump in. They're not hearing you, they're just planning their next move. It's got to be one of the biggest frustrations in communication.
Well, here's the thing. Being a powerful communicator isn't some kind of magical gift you're born with. It's a skill. And in this explainer, we're going to unpack the blueprint for that skill by looking at 3 hidden levels of both listening and questioning. All right, first up, listening. This whole framework, which comes to us from Dr. Laura Whitworth, shows us that listening isn't just one thing. Nope, it's more like a ladder you can climb, moving from a tight focus on yourself all the way out to this wide-angle awareness of everything happening. Okay, level 1. This is our factory setting. It's where we live most of the time. We hear what someone's saying, but our brain is instantly running it through our own filters, our memories, our opinions, what we want to say next. It's not inherently bad, we need it for self-awareness, but if we're stuck here, true connection is pretty much impossible.
I mean, does this little voice in your head sound familiar? That's the soundtrack of level 1 listening. We're so busy having a conversation with ourselves about the conversation that we completely miss what the other person is actually trying to share.
Now, shifting up to level 2, that's a conscious choice. It's like taking a spotlight and aiming it directly at the other person. Suddenly, your own internal chatter starts to fade out, and your entire being is just zeroed in on their words, their tone, their feelings. You are 100% present with them.
You know, a great way to think about level 2 is like being an amazing dance partner. You're not trying to lead, you're not just following some memorized steps. You are responding, in the moment, to every single move, every subtle cue from your partner. You start to hear the pauses, the hesitations, everything they aren't saying.
And this is where it gets really interesting. Level 3 is like taking that spotlight and widening it into a full-on panoramic view. You're not just focused on the person anymore. You're sensing the entire environment, the energy in the room, the mood, the whole dynamic in the space between you.
At this level, your intuition stops being some vague gut feeling. It becomes a real, legitimate stream of data. Think about a stand-up comic who can just feel the energy of a room, who knows if a joke is landing before anyone even laughs. That's level 3. It's listening with every cell in your body.
Okay, so let's lock this in real quick. Level 1 listening is all about me. Level 2 is a laser focus on you. And level 3, that's a wide-angle focus on us and the whole vibe. See the progression from self to other to the entire field.
But here's the catch. Listening is only half the equation. The kind of questions we ask are a direct reflection of the level we're listening at. It's pretty simple, actually. You just can't ask a level 3 question when you're stuck in level 1 listening.
So, level 1 questions. They're basically for us. We're trying to get information, to solve a problem, to fit their story into a box that we understand. You know the ones, have you tried doing this? Or, so are you saying that? They're all about transactions.
In this metaphor of a choreographed dance, just nails it. It's predictable, it's safe, it gets the job done, but there's no life to it, no spark, no real discovery. The steps are always the same, no matter who you're dancing with.
Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. At level 2, the questions aren't coming from your script. They're coming directly from your focused listening. Your curiosity is real, and it's all about exploring their world, not pushing your own agenda.
This is such a great way to picture it. You, the rider, might have a destination in mind, sure, but you have to be totally in tune with the horse. You're co-creating the journey together, moment by moment. The conversation becomes this unique, living thing, built on trust.
And then there's level 3. These questions don't even feel like you thought them up. It's like they just arrive. They bubble up from that global, intuitive listening. And to even ask them, you have to completely get your own ego out of the way and just trust what's emerging.
And that's how you know you've hit a level 3 question. It stops everyone in their tracks, it has this different kind of weight to it, and it just cracks open a door that nobody even knew was there. These are the questions that lead to those massive aha moments.
So we've kind of looked at listening and questioning like 2 separate ladders, but the real mastery comes when you realize they aren't separate at all. They are 2 parts of the exact same dance, and they have to rise together.
I absolutely love this way of thinking about it. Listening is the inhale. You're just taking it all in, the words, the feeling, the vibe.
And the questioning? That's the natural exhale that follows. You see, a really deep, full inhale allows for a really powerful, meaningful exhale. It's that simple.
What this really means is you can't be a great communicator by only being a great listener or only asking great questions. For a conversation to really take flight, to get to those places of insight and connection, both wings have to be strong, and they have to be flapping in perfect sync.
Okay, so let's bring all this back home. The real power of this whole framework is using it for self-awareness. It's a map that lets you figure out where you are in your own conversations. So where's your default setting? Where do you tend to hang out?
Just think for a second about the conversations you've had recently, at work or with family. Do they feel more like that list on the left, kind of predictable, like you're just filling out a form? Or do they feel more like the list on the right, spontaneous, alive, like a genuine exploration? Your gut answer tells you pretty much everything you need to know.
And that really brings us to the final thought here. This isn't about trying to become some level 3 guru overnight. It's just about awareness and making small, intentional shifts. So what's one conversation you've got coming up this week where you could consciously try to move from level 1 to level 2? Just that one little shift, it could honestly change everything.